You know, I never thought I'd make another video making fun of some more animated stories, but that was until I saw this video. I was stuck upside down on a roller coaster for 3 days with my shirt off. Oh boy, this is what we're going to be watching today, so grab some popcorn, grab some soda, sit back, relax, and let's just get right into this.
Hey, I'm Louise, and I wanted to tell you how I was stuck on a roller coaster for 3 days. And that was just the beginning of my problems. It all started when a birthday surprise went really wrong. It was the day of my birthday, and I thought my friends Becky and Dan knew me well enough to know what I'm into. Shopping, spas, and selfies. They told me that we were going on a day out as a surprise, and I was so excited. Until we got there. They had taken me to a lousy theme park. I was so annoyed. Did they think I was a kid?
Yeah, fuck your friends for wanting to hang out with you on an amusement park on your birthday. How rude and inconsiderate of them. You should stop hanging out with them because they do not sound like good friends.
We lined up for over an hour to be among the first people to ride their new roller coaster. I felt sick as the ride started. It went so fast and there were so many loops. Then, as we went upside down on the biggest loop yet, the ride suddenly stopped. It happened so quickly that the ride jolted and it really hurt my head and neck. We were left hanging upside down. This wasn't part of the ride, surely?
No shit. I'm pretty sure the roller coaster is supposed to keep going. Now, I'm going to skip some of the video. Basically, everyone on the roller coaster starts freaking out. Louise drops her phone and it shatters. The paparazzi get there and starts taking pictures. She then gets into an argument with her friends where it's said that Dan arranged the whole trip, even though he knew that Louise hated roller coasters. And they take 3 minutes to explain all of this. I'm guessing it's because they gotta hit that 10-minute mark so that way they can get that sweet ad revenue.
After 10 hours had passed, I heard a really loud noise like a helicopter above my head. I looked up and saw it wasn't a helicopter. It was a drone.
Is that a fidget spinner with propellers on it? Are you fucking serious? They couldn't have actually tried to draw an actual drone? And while we're on the topic of the horrible animation, I've noticed that the shots of Louise talking are the exact same. It's the same facial expression, same movements, same background, except color differently each time, and sometimes Louise will move across the screen, yet it's the same shitty animation. Now I'm not saying that I can do better, hell I can barely draw 2 stick figures, but if you're going to make animation videos, at least try to make the characters more lively. Don't just copy and paste one thing throughout the whole video and call that animation. Anyways, let's just keep going.
It was carrying 3 boxes. It lowered down until it was close to us, and I took the boxes. I handed one to Dan and one to Becky without speaking to them. I opened mine up. Inside of it was a cheeseburger and fries. I heard Becky sounding really excited and starting to eat. Dan had passed out again and dropped his on the floor. But I was not impressed. I was on a cleanse and I didn't want to eat anything this unhealthy. They could have asked me what I wanted.
Do you really expect for someone to go up there and be like, yes, excuse me, you ungrateful and selfish bitch, I mean ma'am, what would you like to order? They're just going to bring you food. They're not going to care about your fucking cleanse. She's acting so ungrateful and selfish, I hate it. And what pisses me off even more is that this is who we're supposed to feel bad for. She is supposed to be the victim of the story. Why do a lot of these animated story channels have entitled asshats be the narrator? It only makes the story worse.
I was about to throw my box onto the ground when I realized there was something else in the box. I heard a ringing sound. It was a mobile phone. I answered it. It was someone from the theme park. They told me that we were going to be rescued, but it might take a while. The ride designer was on a Caribbean cruise and he wasn't answering his phone. They didn't know how to fix the problem without speaking to him. It was starting to get dark now. I told the man on the phone that he had better get me down soon. If not, I was going to sue.
Oh my god, dude. Really? She's gonna sue them now? I mean, it's not really surprising considering she's basically a Karen.
I demanded that he get me some healthy food and a blanket. I was starting to get cold. I must have fallen asleep as when I woke up, the sun was starting to rise. I was cold and tired and weak. I looked at Dan. He wasn't moving. He looked dead. I couldn't believe that the last time I had spoke to him was to get angry at him.
Can we get an F in the chat for Dan? He did not deserve this at all. He just wanted to have fun with his friends at an amusement park.
It wasn't his fault the ride went wrong. Then I thought of something terrible. Suddenly, I projectile vomited everywhere. Then I realized I was covered in sick too. It was so gross, and as the sun got higher in the sky, it started to dry and really smell. I had no choice, but I had to take my top off. You know what? I didn't care. It's not like I had boobs anyway. I was as flat-chested as a boy.
Huh. Really? Because the animation says otherwise, and I'm going to skip even more. Basically, the ride starts moving again, and she lost all the money that she took with her because it was in the pocket of the shirt that she took off.
My parents had bought me a new phone. I saw that the accident was on the news. Not just in this country, but all around the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to call bullshit on that. I looked this up and I saw no news stories that were related to this. Also, something like this most likely wouldn't be trending worldwide. Maybe countrywide, but not worldwide. This isn't like groundbreaking news, and I'm going to unsurprisingly skip because she continues to fill the story with unnecessary details.
My mom and dad were so angry about what happened at the theme park that they decided to sue. I had to stand up in court and talk about what happened. Our lawyer encouraged me to talk about how scared I was and how awful it must have been to see my friend die. But I wanted to talk about the things that really affected me. I told them that the food I was bought was horrible and that I wasn't happy that such bad pictures of me was used in the press.
Well, it's no shocker that she only talks about the bad food and the horrible pictures of her and not the fact that her friend died. But hey, she only wanted to talk about the things that really affected her, and that just goes to show how much of a selfish bitch Louise is. She basically admitted that the bad food had a bigger effect on her than her friend dying.
Later on, the lawyer told me that my answers weren't that good. But it didn't matter. We won a lot of money anyway. $1 million. I knew what I wanted to do with the money. I had my teeth whitened, and I had a boob job and butt lift, and I paid for a couple of photo shoots with top photographers. Now I'm a well-known influencer, and my friends don't call me Spewy Louie anymore.
She kind of reminds me of the Kardashians, you know? Social media influencer, her body's 95% plastic. I don't know, just really reminds me of the Kardashians.
What did you think of my story?
It was extremely fake, I hated it, and that is all the time I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like down below. Don't forget to stay safe and social distance, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!